Back to Wallingford Sport Park here at the Hithercroft for the ABM Skittles League. Apologies for the delay in getting audio through there. The stream looks like it's up and running. And he's about to start us off at this game, just a couple of minutes late. Here we go with the first ball from Matt. It's a lovely smooth delivery there for a strong start. What a lovely shot. A little bit unlucky not to take at least one more, I think, there. Final ball from Matt. That's a great start. Deserved applause from the teammates there. Some slightly camp high-fiving, but well deserved for that lovely 8. While Albert Hansel scurries busily at the other end, it's now Simon for Nikkers to take their first 3 balls of the evening. Great first ball there, matching Matt's performance. Here's the second. That was unfortunate, missed by half a ball width. That's another solid start. Looks like they're going to bring their A game to us now. That was 7 scored. Albert Hansel is up next. I think the rest of the team have forgotten that, and he's been left to stick up on his own. It's a gentle start from Albert, but 3 per ball is all you need for a clearance. Second ball down. 3 per ball again. This is looking good, and the kingpin is still available. That's unlucky, just pull it, but a solid 6 there. Certainly hasn't disgraced himself or let the team down anyway. Just joined now Brian Archer. Brian, how are you doing after last week's horrendous bike-related injury?
After a lot of physio and professional help, it's on the mend, I have to say. See how it goes tonight.
Sure. Is that mental or physical professional help?
Very much both.
Let's hope the counselling has worked. Here's Sean for Nikkers. I cannot see I can't connect full Wi-Fi with this, so can't see any chat. You'll have to let me know if anybody says anything. Oh, well, if you don't mind, yeah, I'm not sure about the video stream. Another strong 7 from the Nikkers. They're definitely bringing to us, belying their lowly position as bottom of the league. They're certainly bringing the fight to us. Next up, it's Rob, the Welsh wizard. What is your marching all together? Do you remember? Thank you, mate. Didn't work last time either, but we tried, shall we? Now needs 7 to draw. That was a big hit. 5 with ball. 2 more for the draw. 3 for the win. Oh, he's taken it with what a fantastic third shot from Derek there to steal the win by 1 pin. Nikkers take 2 points for the leg win. Lads not out 0. audio working?
Is the audio working?
Yeah, I can't tell. Okay, leg 2. Simon for the Nikkers misses with his first ball. Oh, a cheeky pick up there. Kingpin still on. Oh, unfortunately, that left a little. That means the audio's working. Yeah, for those of you watching who are reporting some stuttering, unfortunately, it's the position we have to put the camera in. The 4G connection is not best, but we'll do our best to paint a lovely word picture for you as Matt from Lads Night Out was his first ball for the second leg. It was a solid sounding hit, didn't deliver much. He's switched sides of the alley now for his second ball. Oh, that's just missed Kingpin. It was a lovely angle otherwise. Bit of a pressure now for him. He gives a wry look to his teammates before he delivers his third ball. Oh, on the other side. A slight embarrassed grin as he makes his way back to the rest of his team there. That's, I'm afraid, a lowly 3. Under Lads Night Out rules, that's a 20 fine. Any score of 4 or below is a fine. He tosses it into the coin collection. His sign for the Nikkers. Better first ball this time. Sorry, I beg your pardon, it's Sean, not Simon. Sean's coming off a strong 7 in his first leg. This looks good. Not quite, a 6. 10 points to the Nikkers, 3 points to Lads Night Out. We need 7 to pull things back. It's young Albert up next. Shown some real promise in the last few games he's played for such a young man. 15 years of age, but mature those years. He's not rushing the hockey. He's got his game face on. All in grey tonight, wearing a Star Wars t-shirt and sparkling new trainers. Takes his big run up. Here he goes. First ball. Key 3. A little bit of a shot there. Cleared the middle of the pins out. Kingpin is still available with angles on both sides. Second ball. Just the one. Little unfortunate. Can he get a big shot on the Kingpin with his final ball? Oh, that was a little unfortunate in some respects not to get more, but also quite fortunate that that last one fell. It rocked, and Albert's now 2 6s. He's brought us to within 1 point. It's Lads Night Out 9 to the Nikkers 10. Nikkers with the honours in this third slot in the second leg for John. He coming off another strong 7 his first leg. What can he produce now? It's a good start. 3 scored. Just grazed the Kingpin. Unfortunate there. Oh, he found the gap again. He's got to be a little bit rattled now. Can he pull it together? That's a great shot there. Very solid. Didn't let it get the better of him. If he can pull this back with a good hit, this would be a great recovery from that one. Looking good from here. Yeah, that's very good for the 7. Well played, Dave. Great way to recover from a very poor first leg. I'm joined by Matt here from Lads Night. He's had a bit of a mixed bag this evening so far, an 8 in the first leg followed by a 3. Matt, how are you feeling?
The 3, I must admit, took me by surprise. I was not expecting a 3.
No one expects a 3.
That may sound big-headed.
But you know, I think they've obviously brought their A game. I mean, they're bottom of the league, and they put a very strong performance in that. Yeah, they're the bottom of the first division. Put a strong performance in that first leg to us.
Well, the Nikkers are a very well-established team up here. How long they've been going, but they're one of the originals, I think. And I didn't realise they were bottom because they are a decent outfit. People noticed were asking for the score quite a bit last time, so that's a great shot there for Tom. Currently, we lost the first leg by 1 pin, and it is now 23 pins to us after 4 bowlers, and 23 pins to them after 4 bowlers. All to play for with two to come from each side.
Thanks. I have actually been giving people updates as we went along, Matt, but it's nice to have a different voice say exactly the same thing, don't you?
I was waiting for that, Simon.
Thank you, Matt. Erudite as always. We enjoy his contributions. Here's Peter for Nikkers. Honours even, 23 apiece now, going in the final 2 for each team. Now, their last 2 had the better of us in the last leg. Let's see if they can continue, and a strong start from Peter. Gentle roll. Is he going to move away, taking the rear? He's
got the mini king to aim for, hasn't he, there?
The angles are good, I think, here. Let's see if he can capitalise. It's looking good. Oh, it's a good shot. Really fortunate not to take it 2. Set as a target there. Puts the Nikkers on 30. Lads not out on 23. A 7 required from Brian, coming back from his injury last week. I don't know, what is it? Arrived. It's marvellous. What an excellent commentary booth this is. Here's Brian. Disappointed with his 5 last go. Let's see what he can fire down. What a start there. 5 with 1 ball this time. Good angle here on the right. Oh, now that's a split that we don't want to see. Is he going to go left, right, or centre? He's gone left, but he's missed it. Unlucky. He's beaten his previous score there, but it's not enough to regain the lead. 29 plays 30 with the last players up now. It's Derek for the Nikkers, coming off a superb 8 in his first leg. Got to be feeling confident, I think, now. That's a monster hit there. Did deliver as many as we thought there, but it's a great start. Oh, airborne. Bit of banter there for the bouncer, but it's done the business. As he pulled it
That was a bit
during the beer leg, which is always the third leg, which if you beat your opponent, they buy you a beer, and vice versa. Matt's hitting off now for Lads Not Out. Traditionally, the beer leg, a very strong leg for us. We normally get thirsty at this point. Obviously feeling fully satiated at the moment and not requiring sustenance. It's a very difficult third shot now under pressure. Oh, a solid shot on the king there. He's pulled something back. He's avoided a fine. Again, a bit of a mixed bag from Matt. An 8, a 3 and a 5. Having said that, his opponent Simon from Nikkers is also a bit now with a 7 and a 4 in his first 2 legs. He's not isn't very positive. Let's see what he can do with this this first beer leg ball. Just thrown it very wide into the gutter. Second chance now. On the other side now, 1. Needs another 4 at least to avoid buying a beer for Matt. Oh, just skim kingpin. And he's only scored 4 again, which means Matt has taken the the beer. A Pyrrhic victory.
Rather undeserving.
And to be fair to Simon, very good sportsmanship. Straight over to take the order for the bar. 5-4. Lad's not out with one shot. Young Albert now. Sadly for him, he's very much underage and so can't actually have a beer, but at least not in our company. At home, he probably drinks like a fish, but when we're in loco parentis. First ball. Again, the very solid 3 per ball from Albert. He's coming off a 6 and a 6. Can he make it the 666? The score of the beast. Oh, not quite. But that awkward split again. He's got to go straight down the middle, really, for his best possible result. Let's see. Has he pulled it? Oh, unlucky Albert. He scored a 5. His opponent from Nikkers, is coming off a 7 and a 6, bit of a downward trajectory. If you draw tie with your opponent in the beer leg, then it rolls over to the next leg. We've never had one go beyond the final leg, so we don't know what happens. We'd have to make that up as we went along. I don't believe we've ever had beer leg go beyond, still be a draw in the final leg. So what happens? You rest right in the car park or something? I mean, just the one from Sean. This bit of a start there. Back on top, but a very unfortunate there. The kingpin beautifully, it just didn't bounce from nicely there. Skittle didn't take anything else out with it. Final ball. Oh, he's pulled that extra one in, so he's taken the beer leg off Albert with a 6. However, honours even now. It's 10 points each after 2. Rob now for Lads Night for his beer leg, coming off a 5 and a 7.
Mr. Scruff, Get Out of Here is still on. It's about 9 minutes long. A good value track for the jukebox.
We have made it an art getting the maximum number of minutes possible for our coins. Hopefully it's not so loud that YouTube's matching service doesn't pull our stream for copyright violation. Hopefully my microphone's crap enough that it can only hear me. It's a 6. That was unlucky. But, you know, very consistent with a 5, 7 and a 6. He's there or thereabouts. As the strains of the opening riffs to Back in Black by AC/DC greet us, John from Nikkers, and an ex-rocker himself, steps up with a target of 6. Oh, strange one, that one. Very odd that it only took a second ball. Oh, that missed the kingpin by a very narrow margin. Kingpin is still there, but he's staying left here. Let's see if he can hit it. Pulled it. So it's mixed, very strange. Strange 3 balls there from John. It seemed to promise or deserve more. So yeah, Rob carries the beer leg win from John. Again, great sportsmanship from Nikkers. Their opponent, their team members coming straight up to buy the. There's no messing around. So after three members of bowled, it's 15 points to the Nikkers and 16 to Lads Night Out. Albert, our sticker upper, is signalled to switch on the cooler fans. He's working hard down there. Here comes Tom for Lads Night Out. Beautiful smooth delivery. Unfortunately, it just missed everything there by a whisk. Second ball coming up. Oh, same again, but the other side of the pin. Bit of a pressure shot here for Tom now. One of our most consistent players. Can he pull something out the bag? Oh, he hit the king really nicely there. Third, 1 or 2 more. As it is, a 5. His opponent, Dave, has started the game with a poor 1 in the first leg and then a strong 7. How's he going to respond to this 5? Striding up now. Hoodie and Trade fully matched. Rolled that quite nicely. Moved to the right-hand side of the alley. Oh, King. Yeah, straight through. He's got a nice extra of 3 there on the right-hand side, left as you look at it. It's got to be the target, surely. Oh, very good little cheeky 2 there to take his score to 7. Takes a beer off Tom. That's 2 losses, 2 wins on the beer leg, and 21 points to Lads Night Out and 22 to Nikkers, with 2 more players per team to throw. Matt.
Could people comment below the live stream with any requests for the jukebox?
Well, I hope they can't hit jukebox, otherwise we will get a massive copyright strike, and that'll be the end of that. So, of course, if you'd like to add to our sort of set list to come down and cheer us on in person, you can hear it as loud as you like. It's Brian for Lads Night Out. He hit the kingpin there, but he's left that nasty W or M formation. Oh, a little straight on that one. There's certainly another 3 on here on the right-hand side, or left as you look at it. Oh, unlucky. Managed last time. It's taking a big run up now. Let's see what we can do. Not a lot is the honest answer to that one. Purely a 1, I'm afraid. The kingpin is still available, though. Just a single again. He's going to be very frustrated with that. A little shake of the head. He's going to hold it together here. That kingpin is still there. Final ball. Oh, just a single again. Only a 3. He now ties Matt for the lowest pin count of the evening there. It's 29 now. Derek, unfortunately, has to miss with all 3 for us to sneak a draw in. It's looking unlikely. Derek coming off an 8-7. First ball. He's taken the win. It was the poorest delivery of the whole evening. I mean, he's taken the win from us.
This is a powerful display here from Derek.
He teased us by just getting that rubbish throw at first to take the win. Can't be accused of doing the minimum there. 8-7-8, Derek takes the final score for the 3rd leg. 29, that's not out. An excellent 37 again for the Nikkers. The score is Lads Not Out 1 point. Nikkers 5. Lads Not Out need to win the last 2 legs to draw the match. This is Simon from Nikkers, coming off 7-4-4, quite a poor performance, but it's a strong start. Second ball now. That's a lovely second ball. There's a clearance on here, the angles will look good. Can he do it? Oh, that's very close. Recaptures his form from the first leg. Skipper Allen comes back to the top table with a wry smile face. Oh, his opponent didn't want a beer. The benefits of playing teams with sensible levels of alcohol intake, Alan. Matt now to throw, with the strains of turning Japanese to spur him on. Oh. The rebound, the rebounds don't count there, Albert. sticking them back up again in their positions. Oh, he hit the kingpin there, if anything, just too finely. Still, at least another 3 in here, possibly 4 if he hits it right. He's pulled that. He pulled it round. It's a shame. He's disappointed with himself. Matt, you've got a smile on your face, but it's not a happy smile. Yeah, man of few words this evening. Just going to partake of some quavers. The now traditional Lads Night Out skittling snack. This is now Sean for Nick. They've taken the first leg, the first round. Apologies, 7-4. Oh, didn't really capitalise on that strong first ball, Sean. That's his lowest score of the evening, coming off a 7, 6, 6 and a 4. 11 is the pin total for Nickers after 2. Matt took us to a 4. It's for young Albert Hansel. He's just asked to skip a pint. Luckily, it's only orange and lemonade, so no laws have been broken. First ball for Albert. Taking the tricky outside pin down. Some people prefer to get that out of the way early. Second ball. Oh, it hit King, but unfortunately not enough impetus to cause much damage. Big third ball required here. Ah, he's back to the 6s there. 6, 6, 5 and 6 for Albert, Mr. Consistent. He's pulled back the deficit. That's not out. 10. Nickers 11 after 2 rounds. Sean from Nickers now, very consistent this evening with a 7, 6, 5. How can he perform now in the 4th leg? It's a miss with the first ball. He's not looking rattled though. Oh, that's a very good kingpin shot. Just unfortunate that it didn't take down 1 or 2 more as the pins move. Final ball. Oh, just nicked an extra one. And that's a 5 scored for John. Rob now, that's not up. 5, 7 and 6 in the first 3 legs. Let's see how he can perform now. First delivery. He pins down. Second ball now. It's looking good. Oh, unlucky the ball didn't carry a couple of more with it there. Kingpin is available, but it's a bit straight. He's got it. He's got it. Oh, again. Just the angle. Yeah. As one of Lads Night Out just said, deserved more. And I think we can all agree with that. But he's equalled his opponent there with a 5. Another close game after the first 3 rounds. It's 15 points, Lads. 15 pins to 16 for Nickers. Here's Dave from Nickers. Cut off a run of 2 7s. It's another solid start. It's a great second ball. Oh, he's got a clearance in this evening. He's thrown off that in that first leg one with great aplomb. Here he goes, final ball looking great. Oh, well-deserved round of applause from the opposition, his own teammates there. Excellent. Excellent 8 to take the Nikkers to 24. That's not out, currently on 15 with Tom Morgan's play. Tom's had an under night for him. He's one of our... there's a little angle here for possible 2 or 3. Let's see if he can do it. No, he found the gap. That's a little unfortunate. 5 scored. Nikkers take their total to... Is that 27? 29, apologies. Couldn't quite read the handwriting on the chalkboard there. 29. Lads not out currently on 22. Brian needs 7 to bring everything level. Yeah, that would be his biggest score by 1 if he could do it. Let's see. Oh, a lot of spin on that ball, and unfortunately it span too late and took out that final pin. Second delivery. Oh, he's found the gap. 7 is a tall order now for Brian. There's a bit of a shrug there from some of his teammates. Let's see if he can pull it off. Wow, what an effort there. That's a great effort. Only 6, but I think we'll take that after the first 2 shots there. So as we move into the last round in this leg, it's 28 points to Lads Night Out, 29 to Nikkers. Derek coming off a fantastic 8, 7 and 8. Needs another strong score here. The pressure on our skipper Alan, who's only coming off a 3 in his last leg. Very fast delivery, but unfortunately the angle was too tight on the kick-in, and now he's left himself not as much choice. Oh, that was well played there. He's got a bit of an angle here to this group on your left. No, it's a solid 6. It's his lowest score of the evening so far, though. Takes them up to 35. We're on 28, which means Alan needs 7 to draw. We need a win to win the game. At least if we don't win this leg, we've lost the match. He needs an 8. He knows he needs an 8. He's done it before in the second leg, but he is coming off that 3. He just needs to brush that off, focus on the now. Big run up. Let's see what he can do. That's the worst of all worlds. He's just nicked the kingpin. That leaves him very little now to build a score with. Let's see what he can do with the second. Oh, that's a fantastic second shot. He's left himself an angle here. He's a left-hander, so it's not too bad. Let's see. Oh! That was a valiant effort there. Great second shot. Only a 6. So, Lads Not Out lose that leg, 34 to 35. Match is over. Brett for my beer. Match is over as Nikkers have 7 to our 1. But, you know, as I would say, now it's all about your own personal averages now. We may have lost the match, but everyone's got to pay for them. How are you feeling, Alan? Let's have a word with the captains. We watched Matt for Lads Night Out leading off the final leg with excellent first ball. Alan, thoughts?
I made the opportunity and just didn't quite finish off there, essentially. Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed.
Nikkers just rubbed it in there a little bit with his best performance of the evening with a solid 8 in his last leg to take a 30, beating Matt by 4 pins on the head there. Now young Albert is He's had perhaps our most consistent, with Brian, our most consistent performance.
Relatively competitive.
He does sometimes get a bit annoyed with himself, doesn't he?
He has a steely look in the eye, Albert.
His reaction to disappointment reminds me a little bit of a young Tom Moore.
Very true. Yeah.
Here we go. This is Albert's final ball. That's looking very good. A little bit too straight, but he's finished with another 6. 6-6, 5-6. Mr. Consistency there for Albert. Excellent team player performance there. A solid 29. His opponent Sean is going to struggle, I think. He's got 7, but 6, 6, and then a 4. So some work to do to beat his opponent, Albert. So although they've lost the match last night out, it's important for individuals to do their best, because the way that the skipper picks the team is the top 2 from the previous match have rights to play in the next game, and then it becomes a bit more democratic. But so I'm just being.
Do we want to look at the comments on my Facebook page? I posted earlier on that we've got a live stream. I wonder if Simon would like to read the comments.
Hurst, who says simply love it. Thank you, Ewan. Good evening to you. Ewan Hurst is, in fact, no, Ewan's doing his own secondary commentary. Disaster, he says. The stream was broken after Rob the Welsh Wizards' first bereft. Is it back? Yes, it's better than City versus Everton. Come on, lads. Matt, you just said Nikkers are a great outfit on the internet, and I laughed. 23 all attention mounts. We need Ewan to perhaps come down for some live commentary in the box.
Ewan, telling you now, would be a legend at commentary. He's an old friend of ours from Blackwell.
Excellent. There's a comment here from Paul Soper. Conclusive proof that Matthew Wright is why the internet was invented.
I've not liked or replied to that. I'm not big-headed enough.
Well, I would just like to say that it's Albert Hansel is why the internet was invented, because so far with Rob there just scoring a 4, he's still beating your score with a 27. You're currently languishing as our currently least successful player of the evening.
What a nice feeling. I'm not used to it.
Oh, little dig there. But thank you to those of us joining us via others' social media. It's good to not see you here, because obviously we're streaming from my phone, which is right at the far end of the area, and I can't see your comments. So I'm relying on other people like Matt to come and bring it. But there is a comment on the live stream. If you're joining us now towards the end of it, you can watch the replay once we stop the stream. Give it a few minutes, it will upload. I've discovered that it's quite amusing to, once you're watching the replay, to turn the YouTube automatic subtitles on.
I bet it is.
Some of our skittling terminology is amusingly misconstrued by the bots at YouTube.
I'm glad there's no bot actually commenting on us. I did watch the last game back, and there was the very unfortunate gap between the hem, well, the top of my jeans t-shirt. You know, that area of flesh.
Was that when you were doing the sticking up there, used as a thumbnail?
Yes, a good 3 inches or so.
Yes, but you know, see another 5 to complete the sequence. But let's see what he does. That spin again. Started off with a strong 4.
When Brian gets that spin and the curve on the ball, it's a beautiful thing to see. And when it hits the kingpin, it really does do an immense amount of damage.
It does, but the risk, of course, is, as we saw earlier, that he spins too late, and it does the trick shot of taking the one out of the back or missing completely.
I think that we all need to put little markers down as to where to stand when we're doing particular deliveries. And then we know how to deliver the ball correctly every time.
Well, but I think that the trouble is that a lot's in that wrist action. And I think if you're a bit slack one evening, it's going to give you the result you wanted.
No, you need the wrist in, warm, I'd say, all year round.
often difficult in the Winter League, especially as we tend to walk here, those of us who are partaking of beverages and or who live in a sensible location like yourself.
That's true. I see on the WhatsApp group that you use the back passage quite often to get here.
Yeah, not this evening, too sticky.
Really?
Yeah, recent rainfall.
Even for you?
Even for us. No, we dabbled with Rouse Honey's entrance. And now it's Peter from Nikkers with his final. He's again 6-7-7-5, and now with 6 down on his last ball, there's definitely an 8 here if he wants it. Let's see. Looking good. Looking good. Oh, that was almost a 9. Very strong finish. I say, Brian, if you're going to get beaten by the team that's currently in the bottom slot of the division.
Really? Oh, God. That's a bit embarrassing, isn't it? I believe. No, it's been hard work tonight, I have to say.
At least you managed to beat Matt's score, though. You were 27. Matt is bringing up the rear at the moment with 26, including to the 15-year-old who beat him by a couple of points. What do you put Matt's full performance tonight?
I don't know. He looked a bit stressed from the start, actually. I think maybe it's his home life. I'm not sure.
Personal insight there from Brian. Vintage pointer, as Matt said.
Vintage pointer. He's on. I reckon we're on.
He's suddenly woken up. He's come off a 3 and a 6, and now he's decided he can't go out.
This is going to be a 9. I know.
He's got to remember his average, hasn't he?
Oh no.
No, it's an 8. That's a very good finish. Performance with an 8. He'll still be disappointed, I think. It's not. I mean, he's hit his 30, but that's for Alan. That's a disappointment. I think he would normally expect nearer a 34 or a 33.
Yeah, that's about par for Alan. No. 33.
So it's 35 lads night out in this leg with the last player gone, and Nikkers now Derek with. I was going to say not much to do to beat us, and he's done it in one ball. He did 5 for the win. He's taken 6 with one ball. Hey!
Really performing beautifully.
No, Albert. Just some confusion there from Albert. That was a bounce back because the ball was coming back up the alley, but has he got it? Oh, what a great finish. Superb innings from Derek from Nikkers there. 8-7, 8-8 for a very powerful 37.
We've been torn and you know what this evening by the Nikkers. As I mentioned before, they're an establishing.
The skipper's now off the score sheet. It's pretty much a tonking, 9 points to 1. Nikkers lads night out. I hope you've enjoyed another evening of live Skittles from Wallingford Sports Park and the ABM Skittles League. If you'd like to come down and join us, that's absolutely fine. If you want to follow the lads night out, drop us a line. We'll let you know. If you're interested in forming your own team, just go to abmskittles.com, find out a bit more about the league, and we'll be to arrange a little taster session if you've got a group of people who you fancy playing Skittles. But for now, it's goodbye from all of us at the Hithercrofts. I will see you next time for more live Skittles.